I'm Nigel, and today we'll be working towards and through headstand. It's one of the most important postures you can kind of build and focus on to advance your overall inversion game. On a physical level, it builds the strength that you really need to hold any shape upside down and builds that total body awareness as well. On a mental level, which is even more important, it builds that belief in yourself that, yes, I can be upside down for any length of time, hold it, feel strong, and also, feel safe when I'm upside down. And that's a really key component into building your handstand practice, getting that confidence to break through your barriers and kind of reach the next level of practice. So when you're ready, let's come up onto our knees. You can go ahead and use a block if you want between your feet, get a bit more height. I'm just going to focus on calming the mind here first. Such an important part of balance is getting your thoughts kind of calm down and more into the body. So let's let the palms go face down to your thighs, roll the shoulders back, in long spine, and close your eyes. Let your awareness start to settle inside. Just keeping your breath natural and smooth without trying to change anything. And allowing your awareness and just pour through your whole body. So trying not to favor one body part or the other. Let your awareness just guide through every single cell. And as your awareness goes inside, maybe you start to feel a little bit more energy build, some more prana or life force start to vibrate within you. Now with a bit more intention, let's start to lengthen off the breath. So keep the inhale flowing through your nose. I want you to send it all the way down to your lower belly. Maybe feel your rib cage expand. Maybe send that breath all the way up through the chest, through the heart space. And as you exhale from the heart, through the ribs, all the way through your belly, let the belly draw in towards your spine. So that's what's known as Uddiyana Bandha. That's that navel center drawing in. You're working to activate the deeper core muscles inside you. That goes back to building that inner body awareness. You want to be able to draw the belly in. That's really going to help solidify you as you go upside down. It's going to help strengthen you as we move through these different kind of dynamic sequences. Take two more. Inhale, breath, let's move forward. Remove that block away from you. Let's come, shoulders over wrists. Grip your fingertips. Bring your shoulders over top of your wrists, and then allow your shoulders to go forward even more. So bring the shoulders towards your fingers. Feel your fingertips grip into the mat. And you exhale, draw back, hips back to your heels. Keep the toes tucked, move back. Inhale, tuck the chin, ripple forward. So just mobilizing with control. And you exhale, push back. Let's go through two more. Inhale, tuck your chin, rippling forward. And you exhale, breath back. And one more time, tuck the chin, ripple, move forward. And this time as you exhale, breath, just come shoulders over wrists again, come back to neutral. We'll go through some protraction or retraction through your shoulders. So this is a really important motion to kind of become aware of as we build our inversion practice. So as you push in the mat, feel the back of the heart lift, separate the shoulder blades. Hold here for a moment, wrap the triceps towards your body. Feel your thumb and point your finger, really press down into the mat. And then start to press all your fingertips in the mat. So this is a really strong position. You're activating the power of the back body through the shoulders, pressing down through your palms. And as you exhale, you're going to retract now. So draw the shoulders back into their sockets, sink the heart, draw your shoulder blades together. Pause here. So just like you're squeezing a peanut between your shoulders, squeeze in center. Keep hugging your hands in center. And inhale, push it onto the mat, so we protract. And you exhale, retract. So just move with your breath now. Inhales and exhales, moves the body. And one more time, inhale, push in the mat, start to protract, lift the back of the heart. So pausing here, wrap the triceps in. This is what's known as straight arm scapular strength. So you're using the power of the shoulder blades all the way down your spine. Start to even activate through the side body. So it's a really strong position. Keep pushing. And eventually let's release. Interlace the fingers, any motion that feels good through the wrists. So just start to gently warm up and mobilize through the wrists. And drawing forward, shoulders over wrists. Again, protract the shoulders, lift the back of the heart. So this is a really important kind of motion to build in your body, that lifting of the back of the heart and that using, you know, the strength of the back body and the side body to support yourself. This is what's going to make your inversions really strong and stable, having this action through the shoulders. And then we'll release onto our elbows. Take the knees underneath your hips, so elbows on the floor, forearms onto the floor. Untuck your toes. You exhale, hips back to your heels. Bring your hands behind your head. So draw the forehead down towards the earth. Allow the hips to sink back towards your heels. Let's let that gentle breath and gradually start to soften. So giving your body permission to just surrender and open up with the breath. Send that breath through the triceps, through the shoulders. And you exhale, push out through the elbows a bit more. Draw the hips back towards your heels. And you exhale, breath, strengthen your legs, move forward back onto all fours. So the more mobility we have, the better shape that we have, and the less strength that we need. So that's why we do so much shoulder mobility. It actually makes it a lot easier for you to eventually hold these inverted postures. So left hand forward, tent the fingers. On the inhale, sweep the right arm out, just twist out for a moment, squeeze your fingertips together. Pause here, feel the power through your fingertips, push down. And the exhale, sweep underneath, back of your right hand on the floor. Stack your left hand on top of your right, and then start to traction out, so push into your right hand. Allow the breath to open up the back body. So really start to feel that activation of your left hand pushing forward. Two more breaths, just surrender into it. Let the back of that right shoulder just release everything. Release all your tension. And eventually separating left fingertips on the floor. You're going to inhale, sweep the right arm up, twist it out, pause here for a moment. You're going to find that foundation through your left fingertips. On the out breath, right hand to the floor, second side. So walk the right hand out, tent, push and lift. So really active. Try to keep the hips square though. So just notice what the hips do as you start to twist. Keep them square. Extend and lift up from the heart. And you exhale, sweep underneath. This time, left shoulder on the mat. Stack your right hand on top. Left cheek on the mat. Push out. So using some visualization, take that inhale, draw in new space, new energy. And as you exhale, move into that new space. And right hand to the floor, inhale breath, sweeping back up, lift up, find that twist, hold here, squeeze the fingers in, extend out through your left arm, lift the gaze. Inhale, breath is release. Come up onto your knees, come up on your toes behind you. So I'm going to mirror you guys. Extend your right arm out 45 degrees. Back of your left hand to your lower back. Let's take an inhale breath, lengthen your spine. And you exhale, left ear to your left shoulder. So it's moving as much as you need to find that And a nice stretch and opening. Then feel free to move your chin forward and back. Gradually allowing yourself to work into that right side. Get any sticky spots, feel free to pause, breathe, and then work it out with the breath. And eventually chin down to your chest, switch sides, left arm up, right ear, right shoulder. So again, moving forward and back. And moving into sensation with the breath. So just allowing yourself to lock into that feeling, whatever it is. And pausing one place, find that sticky spot, breathe through it. And drawing back up through center. Interlace the fingers. Come up on your toes, up on your knees. Take an inhale breath, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Lift the gaze up, wrap the triceps forward. Pause here for a moment, keep that intention of the palms lifting. Draw that lower rib cage in towards your spine. So keep the belly drawing in. Try to keep the body in one line, tuck your tailbone slightly. So you're catting the lower back. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, push the palms forward, hips back to your heels. So round the upper spine. Inhale, come back up and lift. And you exhale, push forward. Just go 3 more, gathering some new energy. Exhale forward. 2 more. 1 more time, recharge, come back up. And you exhale, push out. This time I want you to hold it out. So hips back to heels, push out through your palms, hold out for 3. Lean back. Let's go for 2. And 1 forward. Untuck your toes. Just tap out, wake up, top of your feet through the ankles. I'm going to come into puppy pose next. So walk the fingertips out in front of you, long arms. Keep that long spine. Let's draw the hips over top of your heels. Hips over top of your knees. Take an inhale, long spine, breathe in. As you exhale, lead with the heart. Try to keep the hips in one line. So maybe walking the hands out. Keep that long spine, chin to chest, forehead down towards the mat. Let's pausing here to breathe. We're only looking for mobility through the shoulders and through the chest here. So try to keep the hips over your knees. Fill the body with that new breath. And you exhale, soften your shoulders, soften your chest. And palms onto the floor. Go ahead and walk your hands back towards your body. We'll spin the fingertips towards your knees, heels the hands forward. I'm going to work into the wrists a little bit more now. So really useful here. If you're working at a desk or computer, try to do these exercises every single day. Come back to this video every single day. So let's take an inhale breath. Lift the heart up, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. And you exhale, pushing the mat, chin to your chest, round the upper spine, round the lower spine. Inhale, reset, come back up. And as you exhale, try to move really slowly. So try to find some new movement through the vertebrae. A lot of times when we move quickly, kind of move into habitual patterns that we have of movement. So try to go slow, create some new kind of flexion, some new awareness. And coming back up, let's release. Let's bring the back of the hands on the floor. So back of the wrist placing forward. Fingertips towards your knees. If you're really tight here, just go ahead and bend your elbows slightly. If you're okay with stage 2, take an inhale breath, lengthen the arms, wrap the triceps in. As you exhale, elbows forward, slowly lower the heart. Let's go through 5 more, just move with your own breath, lengthen up. And you exhale, lower. And if this is really difficult for you, it's a really good sign that you need to work into this, just like we said, every single day. Come back to it. Create a new habit of mobilizing your wrists. It's going to change your whole practice. It's going to change your body for sure. And it's release, interlace the fingers, get any movement that feels good. One more time, work it out before we go into our strength sequence next. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more open through your shoulders, to the chest, to the wrists. And eventually coming back, plant the palms on the floor. And then from here, pushing into the mat, lift the back of the heart. So find that straight arm scapular strength. And instead of pushing as hard as you can, I want you to think about activating more muscles. So using efficiency instead of brute strength. So think about using the back body, use the shoulders, the triceps, through the forearms, all the way through your fingertips. Feel all your muscles start to ignite and start to, act as a team. And exhale, breath, tuck your toes in downward facing dog. So feel free to readjust yourself. If you're feeling up to it, walk the feet in, soften your knees. Then start to push more through your palms. Let the belly draw back towards your thighs. I want you just to settle in here. Settle into that inner awareness. And you start to add in some ujjayi breath. So as you exhale, it's like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth closed. Keep on drawing your belly in towards your spine on the out breath. Once you've found that solid breath, we'll start to wrap the triceps in towards your body. So spin the triceps in, let the shoulders externally rotate. On the out breath, bend the knees, look forward. When you're ready, step or float, come to the top of the mat. Take an inhale breath. Any exhale breath, fold forward. Take your feet hip width apart. Take a hold of your elbows, chin to chest. And just let the very top of your head kind of root down towards the floor. So moving into deeper forward fold. If it's really intense for you, soften the knees. Bring the belly down towards your thighs. And then start to straighten the legs, so push through your heels. Feel the sit bones lift, feel the hips lift. In the exhale, breath, fingertips to the floor. Just plant the fingertips, start to move forward and back now. Forward and back motion. And eventually looking forward, bring your hands to your hips. Flat spine, come all the way up through standing. So finding mountain pose when you're ready. So Tadasana, you can go ahead and step your feet together or slightly separated, your choice. Arms out to your side. Let me close your eyes. Let me bring your awareness through all the way down towards your feet. So feel the heels root down towards the earth. Feel the big toes press down. And once you find that center point, once you find your midline, start to activate your legs more. So squeeze inner thighs together. Feel the glutes start to fire up. Shoulders roll open. Really long spine. Let's take an inhale. Reach up through the fingertips. Lift the gaze up. Any exhale, hands through center, fold forward. Let's go down. Inhale, halfway lift. Any exhale, fold forward. Palms to the floor. Step back. Let's go into plank first. So in this variation, take your feet together. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes. Start to move forward into the wrists. Grip your fingers. Push in the mat. It's a really foundational posture. A lot of times these more foundational postures are actually the most effective when we're trying to build to a more advanced pose. Every arm balance takes a lot of core and lots of leg strength. Squeeze your thighs together. Keep the belly drawing in towards your spine. And as you exhale, drop the knees. Modified chaturanga, bend the elbows in towards your body, slowly lower the heart. Inhale, thread the heart up and through, lengthen up. Upward facing or cobra. And the exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog, step it up. Just pedal through the feet. And pushing more on the mat. Let the heart draw behind the shoulders. So start to really extend out. Take an inhale, tuck your chin, slowly roll forward, plank. In the exhale breath, bend the knees, let the hips come up and back. Knees hover off the floor, squeeze center. Inhale, power through your legs, come forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, speed up now. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, bend the knees, draw back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, hips up and back. Let's go for 4, forward. Back. Let's go 3, forward. And back. Let's go for 2. Come forward, push. Back. And last one, come forward. In the exhale breath, bend the knees, hips up and back. Pause here, pounce pose. Look forward. Keep wrapping the triceps towards your body. In the exhale breath, bend the knees, open up the arms now. So let the chest open up, let the palms open up. And come up onto your knees, interlace your fingers behind you. Go ahead, inhale breath, roll the shoulders open, gaze up. Extend the arms behind you now, squeeze the palms together. Pausing here, or stage 2, forward fold. Bend, draw forward, hinge through the hips. Top of the head on the floor. So come to the crown of the head. Then start to rock forward. So draw the shoulders and the arms over top of your head. Squeeze center, but at the same time, try to soften. Try to find that center point on the very top of your head. Just like you got back down, come back up. And inhale, reach your arms out, lift the gaze up. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, 90 degrees, mobilize your shoulders. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend. Let's go for 4. Let's go 3. Let's go 2. And 1, come back up. And you exhale, bend the elbows, draw the shoulder blades down your spine. And let's come forward. Palms onto the floor. You're going to find that really strong position, push down. So it's like you're catting the lower back. So feel the lower back, kind of cat, lift up. Good, inhale breath, untuck your toes, open up the arms. So just like how we came in, exhale, pike lift the hips. So hands right in front of your knees, stay on the top of your feet, push and lift. Inhale, lower, open up. And you exhale, push and lift. Let's go for 5. Inhale, exhale, forward. Let's go 4. Go for 3. Try to get a little bit of air now. Let's go for 2. And 1, come forward. Push and lift. And all the way down to the floor. Good. Just pause here for a moment. Maybe open up your palms. Let the shoulders roll back. Find some stillness and meditation. And eventually coming forward. This time we'll interlace the fingers, palms come together. Take the shoulders over your elbows. Just take a look down to your elbows. You want to feel your elbows start to squeeze together. So as you squeeze the elbows in, feel that start to activate your chest, inner shoulders, palms squeeze together. Tuck your toes. Keep the gaze looking forward. Lift the hips up and back. Push out the elbows. So draw the belly back towards your thighs. Stabilize through your shoulders now. So push out from your side body. Even start to feel your rib cage come online. Inhale, roll forward. Come back up, plank. Exhale, lower. Interlace. Push back. Let's go for 5. Forward. Push up. Lower. Push back. Let's go 3. Forward. Lift. Back down. Push back. Let's go 2. Back. Let's go 1. Forward. Push up. Hold here for 5. Lift the back of the heart. Squeeze in. Let's go for 3. Let's go 2. And 1. When you're ready, knees on the floor. Palms together, elbows on the floor. Let's go ahead and bring your hands behind your head, child's pose variation. Release your triceps and your shoulders. And inhale, draw forward, interlace your fingers. So again, keep that same strength position. This time, tuck your toes, lift the knees up. Hips up, draw back. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling.
Flex your right foot, hold for 5. Push out, go for 4. Let's go for 3. In for 2. And 1. Lower. Lower the knees on the floor, push back. Child's pose variation. Inhale, draw forward. Shoulders over elbows, not a very long break. Tuck your toes, lift up. Hips up and back. Left foot now, lift it up. Flex your foot, hold out for 5. Let's go for 4. Let's go 3. Let's go for 2. And 1, lower down. Lower the knees on the floor, push back. Forehead down to the mat. Rest out, just 3 breaths here. Inhale, draw forward, plant the palms, tuck the toes. Now we'll try to jump through seated. So walk the feet in, extend out through the palms. So again, feel the side body come online, full inhale. In the exhale, bend the knees, look forward like a sprint. When you're ready, kind of like a tuck up, jump forward, cross your legs. And try to come as soft as you can in seated. And we'll roll onto our backs. Tuck your tailbone, Ardha Navasana, low boat, palms opened up. Maybe add some breath of fire through the mouth. Just keep it flowing for 5, in 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Palms on the floor, draw the knees in towards your body. Take a hold of your shins, just roll out through the spine. And then roll out through your back body. And we'll go through some hip lifts. So palms on the floor, draw the knees in towards your chest. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, push the palms down, extend the feet behind you. Extend out through your core. Inhale, back down, knees to chest. Exhale, push and lift. Let's go for 4, lower. Push and lift. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Let's go last one. Try to pause and hold, lift. Extend the feet behind you. C shape with the body, hold here. And stage 2, hands to your lower back. Start to lower the feet behind you. So maybe the feet touch, maybe they don't. 5 steady breaths. If your toes do touch, feel free to extend your arms out in front of you. Try to just hinge out through the hips. Everybody, hands to your lower back, come up into shoulder stand. So elbows up in front of you, hands to your lower back, squeeze center, squeeze the knees in. So train that inverted balance here first. Find that center point. Use lots of core engagement. And using your legs like counterweight slowly, legs come behind you. We'll roll up through seated. Come up. Long leg forward fold, so both feet extend up. Big toes touch. I want you to slightly separate the heels now. So heels slightly separated, slightly separated. Palms together, cross your thumbs. Inhale, reach up. Any exhale, soften your knees, come forward. So bring the hands around your feet or maybe on your shins. So once you keep that heart lifting forward, long spine. Stage 2, exhale, bend the elbows towards the floor. Slowly start to draw the belly towards your thighs. Maybe tuck the chin. In the exhale breath, lift the gaze up. In long inhale, come back up through seated. So let's cross the legs, come onto all fours. I'll move through our headstand variations. So if you want to come up to a wall space and you're kind of new to headstand, feel free to take this time, drag your mat to a wall. If you're feeling comfortable and you have lots of space around you, and preferably, carpet's hard to balance on, but it does soften the impact a little bit if you want to try moving off the wall. So we're going to start the setup on all fours. So let's come forward. So wherever you are, again, shoulders over wrists, start to track out, push into the mat. So already you're starting to protract the shoulders. Feel the back of the heart lift. And let's come onto your elbows. So you want to keep that same action now on the elbows, push out. I like to interlace the fingers first. So interlace first, squeeze the palms together. So instead of keeping an open kind of net style with your hands like some people like to do, I like to teach it this way and get a bit more kind of strength and engagement. And it also allows you to bring your elbows a bit closer together, which is building more of a stacking action rather than using strength. So you'll see what I mean as we kind of come into it. So let's find your alignment. Notice where your elbows are. I want you to go ahead, track your elbows in line with your shoulders. Squeeze the palms in. Again, start to push up more through the elbows. So feel that strength penetrate down through the mat. Feel that strength draw down your rib cage all the way through your hips. Tuck the tailbone slightly. So really start to feel that power first. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Keep the gaze forward. So instead of lowering your head first, keep the gaze forward first. Push up. Start to walk the feet in. Tuck your chin. Draw the very top of your head on the floor. So keeping that activation, keep the palms squeezing in. Start to walk forward. One knee draws in. Second knee draws in. Moving into it that way. So try to do one knee at a time. Extend up. Squeeze knees together. Point your toes. And then start to feel your balance kind of stack. So feel the body stack. Squeeze the glutes. Let's hold here for 10. Let's go for 9. Let's go for 8. And 7. Let's go 6. 5. 4. 3. Let's go for 2. And 1. Try to go slowly. Maybe one knee at a time, lowering back down. Open up, release it out. So let's take a mini break, mini rest. Maybe roll it through your wrist while you're waiting. So it's a really great posture to kind of balance your overall energy as well. If you're feeling anxious or depressed, headstand is known to kind of reverse that. So at first, you're not going to feel too many effects from it. As you start to practice over time, you really start to build up that inner kind of awareness and build up that new energy. So let's come forward. Let's go through a second variation now. So this one's called tripod headstand. Some people like to do it with palms onto the floor first, which I'll show you. And some people like to do it from crow, which is a little bit more challenging, a little bit more of a risk, but we'll try that variation too. So we'll go through 2 more. First one, tripod headstand. So let's come forward. So fingertips forward. Again, draw the shoulders over wrist, push out, feel that strength, penetrate all the way through the floor. In this variation, we're going to tuck our chin and place the head down first. So tuck the chin, lower the head, bend the elbows. Tuck your toes behind you. And slowly start to work forward. Again, maybe one knee draws in, second knee draws in. Squeeze the elbows in line with your shoulders. So really want you to draw the elbows in, avoid splaying them out, squeeze your glutes. Find that center point and hold for 10. And 9. For 8. And 7. For 6. You fall out, try to come right back in. Let's go for 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lower the knees, tuck in. And lower back down to the floor. Let's come back up, release it out. Let the blood flow and just relax for a moment. So I want you guys to let me know which one you like best after we go through these. For tripod headstand, I feel like in my body, I have a bit more control. I can kind of lean and make more mistakes and then I can correct them. But you have to be really comfortable with finding the very top of your head. So if you're too far forward, it's gonna be kind of a pain on your neck. So you really have to find that center point, the top of your head. So the next variation is we're going to go through crow into tripod headstand. So for most people, they don't really like this one because they can't draw the chin towards their chest enough to bring the very top of your head to the floor, but we'll try it out. So crow pose first. Grip your fingertips, push out, tuck your toes. I want you to lift up onto the balls of your feet. So looking forward, try to track your knees above your elbows. So squeezing in center. As we move forward, let everything squeeze center. Feeling really strong. Look forward. Squeeze in. Maybe lift one foot up and the second foot up. Stage 2 from here. Tuck your chin. Again, rolling forward. So knees are on the back of your triceps still. Again, pressing up. Squeeze the knees in. Good. Really start to accelerate that strength now. Squeeze the elbows in. Feel that strength draw up through your core, through your knees, through your toes. Hold for 10. Let's go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try to come out just like you came in. Knees down, push, and maybe pausing and curl. Very tough to do, so try it out, work on that. Then we'll move on to the back body. So you go through our cool down on the back body, heels up in the air. Let's move into happy baby, knees down towards the armpits. So one final moment here to mobilize through the hips. Any motion that feels good. Maybe straighten one leg, bend the other knee. Then left foot to the floor. Let's come into thread the needle. Right foot stacks on top of your left thigh. Pick the left foot up, interlace, and keep that knee drawing towards your body, side to side motion. And let that full breath, and find a lot more calmness in the body. So let that calmness kind of radiate through the mind, through the shoulders, all the way through the chest and back. And when you feel ready, come into a twist. So let that shape just kind of fall over towards the left. Right foot roots down in front of your left knee. Right arm extends out. Shift the gaze over your right shoulder. So gently allowing the body to twist in opposite direction. And drawing back up. Let's go through the second side, but first, again, happy baby. Bring your hands on the inside of your feet now, so switch it up, hands on the inside. Let the hips peel open. Just sink in with the breath. Let your awareness kind of just solidify in the body. On your second side, right foot to the floor. Left foot stacks on top. Pick that right foot up. Interlace the fingers. Let your body weight lean back. And that left hip will naturally start to open. And again, when you're ready, let that shape fall over towards the right. Left arm extends out. And this one's really passive and gentle, so we're not kind of twisting into pain. We're just finding a challenging stretch and relaxing into it. So it doesn't really become a stretch anymore. It's more yin-like. You find that softness and let it travel through your hip, through that left thigh, all the way down through your foot. Eventually supporting that leg, coming back up, feet together, knees wide. Final two postures here. Recline butterfly first. So just allowing yourself to surrender into the weight of gravity. Let that full breath expand out your inner hips. And let it travel through your feet, through your toes. And full body float. At any point it feels right for you, lengthen out the legs, take your feet a little wider than your mat, so taking up tons of room on your mat. Let the whole body go heavy. And releasing your jaw, release your neck, your forehead, temples. And completely give yourself this time to recover. And build that new openness, that new strength you work so hard for.
recommend staying here for another 5 minutes at least. Try to let your mind draw behind your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining me today, yogis. Namaste. Just make sure you check out my website, workshopyoga.com, for some more events and info on further classes. Thanks.